Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother. Right now, we're talking about BB24. This update will include spoilers. So if you don't like spoilers, catch you on my next episode recap. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe and hit the like. We're on our way to 25,000 subscribers this summer. Very excited. But we have business to attend to because right now I believe we are in the upside down. Okay, the feeds. Paloma. Is she okay? We need to know if Paloma's okay. If you don't already know, Daniel Tiger, Ride Along, is the HOH. He put on the block St. Michael from St. Michael. He put Michael on the block, and he put Terrence, the DJ from Chicago, on the block. Michael, when the POV, took himself off the block because that's how you do it when you have three cats. Replaced her with Taylor because Paloma has been on an I Hate Taylor campaign along with some other people in the house. Microaggressions are going everywhere toward Taylor. Once Taylor was put on the block at the veto ceremony yesterday, Taylor started getting upset because Daniel Tiger, the HOH, told her that people in the house feel as though she has mistreated them and made people uncomfortable. I'm paraphrasing, but that was the gist of it. Like she had wronged people somehow. So this upset Taylor because Taylor was like, I'm someone, I literally won Miss Congeniality in the Miss USA pageant. But also she said on the feed, she was talking to Alyssa and Paloma, the Scorpio sisters, who arguably, well, especially Paloma, Alyssa's kind of waking up to it a little bit, but Paloma has been on this basically cancel Taylor campaign. And then she reached out to Taylor in this moment right after the POV ceremony, and Taylor was put up as a replacement nom. Taylor talked to Paloma, and Paloma was like, I got you, girl. I know who you are. Okay, that was maybe on day 3. We weren't sure, but now we know. It's like, no, you don't know. And so she's comforting this woman, yet she's the reason. She and Monty and Jasmine are the reason that she's in this spot. And Turner and Poochie. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, so Paloma's there and she's comforting Taylor, and it's a heartbreaking moment because Taylor's like, I consider myself really PC. People tease me for being so PC, but I think that I want everyone to be heard and I want to make sure I'm not hurting anyone. So it hurts me so much to know that I might have in the first week here hurt someone. And now Taylor's walking around thankful that Daniel Tiger told her, because otherwise she wouldn't have known. Because remember, these house guests, if you didn't know, they didn't want Daniel Tiger to tell Taylor the reason she was being put on the block. They wanted her to just live questioning and ghost her and send her out of this house. It's cuckoo, bananas, craziness. And Paloma is there right after the veto ceremony, comforting her, telling her, you know, I don't want you to get bullied online. I don't want people to hate you. It's like, oh, it's you. It's scary at this point. So Paloma is trying to comfort the woman that she's been like harassing behind her back, bad-mouthing and starting rumors about. Basically, you know, she's saying that she never said things that she said when Taylor gave Monty the heads up off the feeds saying, hey, I think Paloma's coming after the guys, which she most certainly has said she was going to. And Taylor and Monty were somewhat, it looked like, developing an okay relationship, and that went to shit because then Jasmine told Monty, oh, you remind Taylor of her ex, and Monty's like, what? And then something not good about her ex or something. I don't know. It's a game of telephone, and Taylor's not even included. She doesn't even have their phone number, and she doesn't even want their phone number, yet they just won't shut up about her. So Paloma is trying to comfort Taylor, and it's sick because Taylor is very hurt, and she's like, I just don't know what to apologize for. I don't know who to apologize to because I don't know what I did, and I don't know who I hurt. And then Alyssa joins, and Alyssa nails it because she knows what's going on. I don't know if she is doing this subconsciously or consciously, but in this moment, talking to Paloma and Taylor as Taylor is crying and breaking down, having now been put on the block, and the HOH telling her that she's ruffled the feathers of many people in the house and possibly hurt their feelings. Alyssa is like, I think it's just a misunderstanding. I think it's just, you know, people are threatened by you. And in that moment, you can see Paloma like grab her head like this. It's like, yes, Paloma was threatened by you, Paloma is jealous of you. That's why she's starting this campaign, and she's using the fact that she's young and little, and then the people in the house have some warp sense of self and protection towards Paloma and think somehow Taylor's, the big bad BB player who's going to hurt sweet little Paloma, who is allied to all of them at this point, but yet they're protecting her. So it's Paloma who feels threatened because she doesn't like how beautiful Taylor is. She doesn't like that she's a pageant queen. Paloma has herself said she's a failed cheerleader. And I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere along the line she failed at Toddlers and Tiaras. Like her mom threw her on the TLC show. She did really poorly. And she was like, give me my sugar juice. I hate you, Mom. And ran off the screen. And we hadn't seen her again until right now. Check the tapes. Go back. Find out. Maybe she is one of those little kids who screamed at their mothers and threw hot curling irons at people's faces on Toddlers and Tiaras. I don't know. But she just didn't like her for reasons being Taylor is beautiful. Taylor's a successful pageant queen. Taylor carries herself with confidence, and Taylor was talking to the guys. And to Paloma, she's like, oh, how dare she? She's not a girl's girl. So now, as Alyssa is dropping this knowledge that we all know to be true, that it's just the reason Taylor has been targeted in this house is because people are threatened by her, i.e. Paloma. Paloma's like, I gotta go get some tea. And I'm like, no, you should sit here. You should sit here and listen to this, and you should admit it's me. But she's 22 and she's not going to admit it, and she's somewhere else because in addition to targeting Taylor for no good reason other than jealousy, she also is walking around the house saying weird ass shit. All right. Now I'm ADHD and I know how your mind can go all over the place. She's also going on lack of sleep. Paloma is, but she's telling people in the house, I think we're in the Matrix. God is talking to me. She's doing that thing that people do when they're maybe not completely 100% mentally healthy, where they start thinking that the Lord is talking to them. If you think the Lord is taking their time from Lord stuff to help you in a Big Brother game, we might have an issue here. She is telling people that God, him or herself, is the 17th house guest and is speaking to her. And she's in the Matrix. And she might be in Inception. And all these other things that are like, can we get a wellness check? Can we get a temp check? I mean, come on, it could be, maybe is that COVID? Is that a sign of COVID? I don't know, but it's not making sense. She's just all over the place. And she's been telling people, I'm not mentally well. And I don't know if she's doing it as a way to be cute, and that's her little shtick she's got going on because she's kind of out there and all over the place, or if in fact, these are cries for help. But there's got to be like a medic or a psychologist. Isn't there the one that was with Jackson Mickey, aka Jerkson, when he couldn't stop eating watermelon out of the trash, and his mom called and was like, you need to be nice to him. And then he got to see a therapist. Is there anything? Can we therapize her? Therapize, whatever the word is. But it's borderline. It's time to step in, Big Brother, because she's not making sense. She sounds like that lady from Wife Swap who was like, she's not a Christian. And she's just making all of these religious references and Inception references. And it's like, I think we're in a dream. We're really in a dream. We're in a dream. And I see the whole game, and the whole game's in front of me. And I have seen myself win this money. And I looked at the rule book, and I'm afraid because if we quote Lizzo's song, or if we say something about Disney, I think they can sue us. So I'm really worried about that. Also, have you guys heard of the Illuminati? It's cuckoo bananas. Did you know Jay-Z started the Illuminati, and Beyonce's the Illuminati princess, and Faith Hill is the mother of the Illuminati, and Tim McGraw is the grandpa? Did you guys know that? Well, she didn't add all those things, but that's what it's starting to sound like. She did make references to possibly breaking rules in the rule book, having to do with copyright things, when they're like, stop singing, do not talk about this, don't quote movie lines. There's Paloma worried that Disney's going to hit her up and sue her while God is talking to her and is the 17th player in the game. I mean, I know Bette Midler said God is watching us from a distance, but that is, God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance. That's an old song if you guys remember it. But this is a little too much. So we're going to need to get a temp check, okay, on old Paloma, see what's going on, because she just continues to spiral down into talking about things that don't make sense. So not only did the jealousy and microaggressions come out towards Taylor, now we're bordering on possible mental something, okay? And this is by no means any kind of excuse for her behavior, not at all. I'm just saying, in addition to the bad behavior, she's now talking to the Lord, all right? And listen, everyone's got their own personal relationship with religion. Save that for your own home. But just take a look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, please. What are your thoughts? What should be done about Paloma? Where is the psychologist? Call Dr. Phil. He's got to be at a studio like right down the street, right? I mean, he's not the greatest, but he's something. I mean, Judge Judy, call somebody to talk to her, because I'm going to keep watching and keep updating you guys. But let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Do you think Taylor has a chance? What do you think is going to be going on with this backstage pass twist? But other than that, you guys, there you go. There is a mini Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen update for BB24 and the live feeds. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. If you like what you see,